Article 21 of the Constitution of India says no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. A.K. Gopalan, AKG, had been a leading figure for Indian independence, but was a communist. In the years immediately following the Second World War, concern about communism was very high. In 1947, AKG was charged with criminal intimidation for speeches he gave in public. He was initially sentenced to prison, but the sentences were overturned. Instead of being released, he was served with preventative detention orders, first by the State of Madras and later by the Union of India. The preventative detention orders were made in accordance with legislation. AKG challenged the preventative detention orders under Article 21. He argued that the words procedure established by law were equivalent to the due process requirement in the United States Constitution. It was not enough that his detention be valid under legislation, it also had to meet the requirements of natural justice. So he should have been told the case against him, had the chance to respond, and had an unbiased decision maker. The court majority found that the words procedure established by law did not refer to a requirement for natural justice. Chief Justice Kania said, normally read, and without thinking of other constitutions, the expression procedure established by law must mean procedure prescribed by the law of the state. If the Indian Constitution wanted to preserve to every person the protection given by the Due Process Clause of the American Constitution, there was nothing to prevent the Assembly from adopting the phrase. Similarly, Justice Patanjali Sastry said, I am unable to agree that the term law in Article 21 means the immutable and universal principles of natural justice. Procedure established by law must be taken to refer to a procedure which has a statutory origin, for no procedure is known or can be said to have been established by such vague and uncertain concepts as the immutable and universal principles of natural justice. Accordingly, AKG's detention was not invalid. He was eventually released and was elected to the Indian Parliament, the Lok Sabha, in 1952. He served there for 20 years. In 1978, the ruling in this case was overturned in Maneka Gandhi and the Union of India, and natural justice is now required before a person can be detained in India.